Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clary Berry, and I'm here today to bring to you the Ethereum reading for the 24th through the 28th. Sorry I didn't get them all done last week, or actually for the past few days, I guess. But we're starting off here with the 24th. Today, filming is actually the afternoon of the 23rd. Haven't really even looked at the charts all day because it's a super busy season for me at work, so I'm proud of myself to even get on here. And honestly, it is what it is. Like, I don't even need to know what's going on in the charts because I'm just reading what's going on in the stars, which is going to affect in the future. So anyways, Ethereum reading for August 24th through the 28th. Okay. So we're starting off the 24th. We actually do have the peak of a very exciting element here, or aspect. We have the peak of Mercury in conjunct natal Uranus. So we all know Uranus can be very spicy, very wild. Here we have the Princess of Pentacles. So even though it's somewhat down to earth here, there's a lot in the knowledge factor. And there's also, again, just a lot of excitement, you know, some possible almost like rebellion, you know, a wild teenage girl is going crazy, you know, a little bit, maybe in a good way here, because there's a clarity to this. She's not freaking out. She's not doing teenage things, you know, that we would think of as crazy necessarily. She's still got a very calm demeanor. She's still got Capricorn here working aspect here. This is good. I think it's going to be a green, definitely for this aspect, which is really, I think, the main aspect that we do have peaking for Ethereum on the 24th. Now, the 24th is the end of two different aspects. Mercury in conjunct natal Uranus, which also, you know, it could have been up or down. Also, Venus in conjunct natal Neptune. Sometimes the inconjuncts are really hard to read, especially when they're dealing with like Uranus, because you just never know. So possibly the end, you know, of some aspects that would be a good thing for us. But we also have the peak of Venus in conjunct natal Neptune. That's kind of more of this like chill vibe, a little bit going internal. So there's a little bit, again, maybe the 24th might not be the biggest absolute day ever, but it really could be with the Uranus aspect. Honestly, a little bit of unpredictability there. But coming across as Princess of Pentacles, again, a good, nice green, I think, for the 24th. So 25th, start of Mercury sextile natal Saturn. This is, yeah, definitely, I was going to say sideways, possibly be in the red from the day before. It's going to be not as good of a day as the 24th here. More, you know, working, focusing, leave me alone, you know, for a coin that's going to be, you know, serious. But there's a side to this that I think there's a silver lining, if we will, here, if we can. Beautiful card. It's not, you know, all bad, even if it is sideways. You know, again, if you're not losing a lot of ground, then obviously that's a good thing. But even if you're going within, even if you're getting, I think this is kind of a time where Ethereum people, and especially new Ethereum people, are going to get a little bit more serious about this with this Mercury sextile natal Saturn, right? Their attitudes, their ideas, their understanding, and their communication is all going to be, again, a little bit more serious. Not so much, oh, moon boy, how applicable is that? Not the moon boy energy at all on this day. I love that. I absolutely love it. And it's a time to teach other people. So it's like the OGs who are into Ethereum hardcore are going to be, I think, really successful in this maybe kind of a downtime again of teaching some of these noobs that, you know, maybe have a tendency to sell, you know, when they shouldn't be selling, and need to hold and need to understand the dips and how it works. So again, people are learning. That's a good thing overall, right? The 25th, we have the end of a bunch of, no, we have the 25th is the end of one aspect, Sun conjunct natal Jupiter. So that was a good aspect. That one's not so great to lose, but life goes on, right? And the very next day, we have the end of three more aspects. Now, one of these I think could be pretty good, Venus sextile natal Sun, but the rest of them, I mean, the Sun sextile quadrant natal Pluto, meh, was not a great aspect. Kind of glad that one's ending here on the 26th, just flattening out. End of that effect. And then on the 26th, we also have the end of Sun square natal Saturn. So naturally, that's going to be blockages for Ethereum, things that are standing in the way, issues, limitations, you know, rules, regulations, things such of this nature, also ending on the 26th. Okay, so that is only going to be good energy. Keep in mind that because of this energy is just kind of ending and there's not a lot going on else on these days for Ethereum, then those 2 days might be, you know, just kind of a continuation. Let's pull a card for, let's see, this was 24, 25, so let's just pull a card for 26. So stable, definitely a stable, you know, some people are going to be, you know, those moon boys we talked about that are into Ethereum, because we know there's lots of them because Ethereum is so popular. But yeah, they're going to be like, oh, why isn't it pumping today? You know, but it's not going to be, again, it's not going to be down. In fact, might be a little bit in the green on the 26th. It's going to be better than the 25th. Okay. So 24, good. If we want to do it like that. Okay. So up, down, level out, maybe a little bit. Let's look at the 27th. The 27th is the start of Sun opposite natal Neptune. Now that's a little bit of confusion. That's a little bit of, you know, why are we doing what we're doing? People, you know, just people like aren't getting where we're going. They're not, again, the moon boy issue, like it's here. It's still here. It's not completely going away, but it will soon. It will eventually here. Okay. They, you know, they're not gonna be complaining for too long here. Okay. But again, 27th is a start of, again, this aspect where there's going to be a little confusion even coming, you know, it's not just on the 27th. Now the 27th is the peak of Venus square natal Pluto. Now this is important. This is intensity. This can be over the top energy. See our peak up here, down. That's kind of the energy, definitely over the top, a lot of intensity, fun, exciting, sparkly, fresh, new, unique, stand out, all the good stuff. Also, if that weren't enough, we have on the 27th is also the peak of Mercury sextile natal Mars. So you guys, it's not going to be the only crypto, I'll tell you that. Stay tuned for more videos for this time period. But if you've watched the long terms or if you've been watching some of the past videos, I tend to allude to stuff in the future, so you would know already that the 27th is going to be probably a pretty good day, I think. Dare I say, just off the top of my head for crypto in general. Haven't even done the short-term Bitcoin, so it's not really on my head. But looking at all the ones that I normally look at, this is what I'm feeling. So 27th, yes, Mercury sextile Mars and Venus square natal Pluto. Even though it's a square, even if it's intense, you know, even if it's up and then down a lot, you know, it's still going to be up, and it's going to be fun. And this, again, this Mercury sextile Mars, that's partnering up with the good parts of this Venus square Pluto, and we're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at the people, you know, true change. We're looking at, again, this understanding. There's a very busy, almost neurotic, scatterbrained, like static energy in the air. If you guys haven't been noticing that lately, I think for everybody that's going on, but it's definitely affecting us here too with this Mercury sextile natal Mars. But there's still a good mental fire. It's still good vibes. It's still good reputation. The Empress here, I mean, who doesn't love the Empress? It's good. I'm telling you guys, good vibes for the 27th, possible peaks here. 28th, now, start of Venus opposite natal Uranus. More Uranus. Don't you love it? And this is wow. This is wow me, looking good. Again, there's this intuitive aspect that kind of hasn't gone away. This Uranus inner feeling, and yet so out there, people are connecting with that side of themselves, this spiritual nature, and this totally sudden when people, again, I feel like a lot of people, if you know, let me know in the comments below if you've noticed this, but like right now is the time where people are like making big changes. They're like, finally, like something's hit the top. I'm fed up. I'm doing something differently. But I'm doing it so serenely in a way, like I've got this, you know, like I really do have this. And even though crazy things might be happening, you know, we're somewhat able to keep that kind of stoic, calm, and, you know, it's like what it is it's Mercury sextile Mars. It's, in a way, it's like, again, this mental fire is just sharpening us. It's just sharpening us. It's like when you're able to like sharpen your tool over the fire, getting better and better and making it perfect, exactly how you want it. So again, good energy that has not only, again, kind of peaked on the 27th, but really good energy that is starting. And again, kind of more of this mature, just an inner knowing, you know, and again, I feel like it's going to be less of a moon boy type of energy surrounding it, especially coming up in the days. Because remember, that's just the start of this Venus opposite natal Uranus. So it might be fun, exciting, extraordinary, you know, fresh, new energy during this time. Like, wow, didn't know Ethereum was going to do that. And I think it's going to be positive. But again, just the start of that on the 28th. The 28th is also the start of Mars sextile natal Mars. We know that we have fire on fire, especially with a sextile. We're going to have a big, huge day. So you guys hear me here? 27, 28, excellent days for Ethereum. Okay. 28. And again, wait. Let's just go back. I got a little ahead of myself there. That Mars sextile Mars, these two awesome energies in a row, starting on the 28th. Let's see, this last one, not peaking till the 5th. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Again, I'm telling you this so you can plan ahead, get your allowance. Hopefully you're doing the dollar cost averaging. This is not financial advice. Buy the dips and hodl. Buy the dips and hodl. This is what crypto is about. Buy the dips and hodl, okay? So let's see, on the 28th, we have, again, the start of some really great energy, but we also have the peak of Sun sets a quadrant natal Uranus. There is our good friend Uranus. Again, look at this. Uranus is literally coming to us in this beautiful, feminine, cool energy. And this is the greens. When I pick the cards, I usually don't try to pick two in a row, but this deck was calling to me. I was green, 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 and this is the green that was absolutely calling to me. Do you guys see all the green here? Green is money, baby. Okay. And do you love this feminine aspect? Okay. Is this me, or are we going to have a bunch of more women, which we desperately need? Shout out to all the crypto women. Seriously, coming into, I mean, this is all divine. I'm getting chills. This is divine feminine energy coming through for Ethereum. And even if it's not, all like literally, you know, all the females, like loving Ethereum or whatever, learning about Ethereum and getting into it. But I mean, it's a couple things, because Ethereum can be seen as, you know, the daughter, you know, or I guess a lot of people would just think of it as the son to Bitcoin. But if you have a male energy, you know, then usually actually you would have a female energy, you know, so the queen. So really, really, really speaking, and even more, you know, again, this intuitive nature, this, if you think about, a lot of times I just think about crypto as being, you know, part of a godsend, you know, part of this great, if you think about energies, if you believe in energies, you know, this energy, you know, it is pure, and it would be, it's nourishing, like the feminine, you know, energies that we think about, and it's healing like the feminine. I mean, there's so much, again, we can do on Ethereum that we haven't even figured out. And the public, the important thing, guys, remember, is that the public doesn't have a clue. You and me probably know what Ethereum does. The public has no freaking clue. So when we think we're at like this mass adoption, no, we're not. So yeah, there's excitement here for the 28th, just to come back full circle here. There is potential for some conflict, or some, really, it's showing itself less as conflict and more like that passive energy. Like, you may be talking shit. Somebody may be talking smack, you know, but it's not really going to affect us. It's like water off the back. We're still doing our thing. We're still obviously really focused and not paying attention to what people are saying about us. So the last aspect that we have, guys, is Mercury, Venus is sextile natal Mercury. So that just adds to the popularity. Again, peaking on the 28th there. You know, our 8s are always good. You know, that is really, really achieving your heart's desire here. Really, there's a lot of passion coming through with this Venus sextile natal Mercury. Everything we've learned is now coming full circle, and people are acting. They're acting, habitually acting on the things that they have learned, the changes. A lot of people's lives are going to be totally different now than they were, you know, if they're trusting their intuition. So if you're one of those people, I guess that's why you're here. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, etc. You can find me all over social media. Clary Berry at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, whatever. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.